Hey everybody, happy Friday and welcome to another edition of The Daily here with Andrew Wiebe. I'm Nick Forshaw, starting off today with the Disney Pro Soccer Classic. That gets underway on Saturday down in Florida. 6 MLS teams involved in this one. The Columbus Crew, Toronto FC, Montreal Impact, Sporting Kansas City, Philadelphia Union, and DC United. All the games get underway at 1 p.m. Eastern. That's the first game you're going to find on Saturday. Catch a complete schedule on MLSsoccer.com. But of all those teams involved in this tournament, what's the one player that you're looking forward to seeing as preseason gets underway for real down in Florida?
Well, actually, it's 3 players. It's that forward line down in Philly. You've got Jack McInerney, obviously there from last year, Connor Casey and Sebastian Letou coming in this offseason. I'm interested to see how John Hackworth turns that mix into success. They need more goals in Philly. They've admitted that. But who plays and how do they interact on the field? Will it be 2 forwards up top and Sebastian Letou out wide? He had most of his success in Philly up top. Not a lot of spots to go around there. Who will win that battle? And then I'm also interested to see how TFC does under Ryan Nelson. He's had a week at the helm now, got there for real in early February. How do they look? Are they a team that has cohesion? And can he bring that to them in a limited period of time?
First game for Ryan Nelson, 1 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. The Columbus Crew and Toronto FC again. Log on to MLSsoccer.com for the complete schedule of the Disney Pro Soccer Classic. Next up, the roster is out for the U.S. Under-20 team down at the CONCACAF Championships. A bid to the World Cup on the line for these guys. This is Tab Ramos's crew. 5 MLSers here, including Luis Gil from Real Salt Lake and Jose Villarreal from LA Galaxy. Some pros, some amateurs. What do we expect out of these guys?
Well, I expect them to get to the World Cup. The top 4 teams in this tournament will qualify, but you have to remember in 2011, they lost to Guatemala in that quarterfinal round. It did not make it, so there's going to be some pressure on these guys. Before that, they qualified for 7 straight, so Tab Ramos certainly looking to return them there. But these MLS guys are going to play a large role, as will 4 guys that ply their trade down in Mexico. I think you'll see Luis Gil playing that box-to-box role in the midfield, and Jose Villarreal, he's the top scorer among this squad, so they're really going to lean on him for creativity out wide, somebody to play that killer pass and to finish. 2 more guys expected to be added to the roster, so we'll wait and see who those will be before the tournament starts in Puebla.
A couple other names MLS fans might know. Shane O'Neill from the Colorado Rapids, Mikey Lopez from Sporting Kansas City, and Will Trapp from the Columbus Crew. The tournament gets underway February 18th and runs through March 3rd in Puebla, Mexico. Last but not least, some American exports news. Steve Cherundolo, he's in the headlines. He's going to undergo surgery that's going to keep him out 2 to 3 weeks. He's had some issues with that knee for Hanover, as well as the U.S. national team. Obviously missed that Hex game earlier this week. So 2 to 3 weeks out he's expected. Can he return for that March 22nd game against Costa Rica for the U.S. national team? And do they want him to play a part?
Yeah, he's got a lot of work to do to get there. Obviously, match fitness is going to play a big role, and sharpness as well. We talked to Alexi Lawley sister on Extra Time Radio, and he says, look, this is the 11 that we're going to stick with. He thinks Jurgen Klinsmann is going to stick with that group as they go through qualifying. I tend to think that he needs to find some consistency, especially on that back line. So despite a up-and-down performance, certainly from Timmy Chandler down there in Honduras. I think you'll continue to see him on the right side. If Cherundolo can get healthy, maybe we see him down the line. But for now, Timmy Chandler is the man on the right.
A couple other bits from Europe. Sasha Kljestan has signed a new deal with Anderlecht through 2016, and Brek Shea, the former FC Dallas winger, could make his debut for Stoke on Saturday. The game's at 10 a.m. Eastern. There's a replay on Fox Soccer Plus at 5 p.m. Eastern. See if Brek Shea makes his debut. We talked about Brek Shea in the latest edition of Extra Time Radio. Came out on Thursday. We talked about it with Juan Agudelo, his longtime friend and the current Chivas USA striker. We also talked to Alexi Lawless about the U.S. national team game. You can track that down on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and Buzzsprout. That does it for us. Stay safe this weekend. We'll see you back again on Monday.